All right, thank you. I'm Daniel, and let's lossily compress some CSS. By which I mean, given some CSS produce some other CSS that contains fewer rules and looks kind of similar to the original. And I've been toying around this idea and just wanted to share it. So how do we do it? First step, take your CSS and parse it and kind of deduplicate all the CSS declarations and selectors that you have, and construct a matrix that has 1 whenever there's some rule that binds a selector with the declaration. So you have a binary matrix with 1 0 with it, and step 2 is decompose it. So linear algebra gives us tools to decompose the matrix into product of 2 smaller matrices that, when multiplied together, are similar to the input matrix in the sense of some Frobenius form starting. However, the problem is that if you recall how to do matrix multiplication, if you multiply 2 binary matrices, you do not necessarily get a binary matrix back. And conversely, when you decompose it, you don't necessarily get back to these 2 small matrices that you're after. That is, as long as 1 plus 1 equals 2, because you can say that 1 plus 1 equals 1, and you can remain in this world of Boolean algebra matrices, where there's only zeros and ones. And in here, decomposing a binary matrix gets you 2 binary matrices back. The flip side is that this is an active area of research, and the algorithms that there are don't necessarily do an optimal way of decomposing it. You get some kind of approximation of it, but that's okay, because we'll probably not be very exact anyway. And when you have your decomposition, it turns out that you can actually interpret these 2 small matrices as other CSS, because the definition of matrix multiplication is very similar to what browsers do when they encounter CSS. So kind of every time you write CSS, you're implicitly multiplying 2 binary matrices together. So written this proof of concept tool in Clojure that takes this library code CSS parser and this library code matrix CLJ, and there's some glue code with the CSS code, with the C++ code by Barahona and Gonzalez from IBM that actually does the heavy lifting of it. You could use any other code that decomposes the binary matrices, and it actually somewhat works. So I've tried to use it against the Heart of Clojure's homepage, and you can see that the original having 108 rules, you can actually tell it how many rules you want back, and it progressively produces CSS that resembles the original input. You may ask yourself why. I'm not gonna answer. I'm gonna just show you the slide and let you find your answer.
1 minute.
And that's all. Yeah, thank you.